Today we're at a soil profile pit that we've dug at McNade near Ingham. This is a silty loam riverbank soil quite close to the Herbert River. And in terms of soil colours, some of the things you can see in this profile are a darker brown topsoil or A horizon. The reason why that's darker brown is because of the additional organic matter in that layer, and also it's dark brown because that layer is quite well drained. What we then have is a gradual change into a lighter brown, more yellow/grey colours. And some of the interesting things we can see here is the development of mottles at some of the lower depths. So even though this soil is likely to be pretty well drained, what's likely to be happening is the water table is rising during the wet season and then going back down again during the dry season. So we have this cycle of wetting and drying, which actually starts to produce some of these mottling colours that we can see in this profile. Effective depth is a term used to describe the volume of soil that the root system explores within the soil profile. So in many ways it describes how deep the root system goes within the profile. So you can see in this soil pit that we've dug near McNade in Ingham, you can see the majority of the root system is here within the topsoil, so in the top 40 to 50 centimetres. But we can see the root system is also exploring into lower depths. So you can see roots here at about 90 centimetres. But again, there's roots right down the bottom of this profile, which is probably closer to 1 metre 20 in terms of depth. So we know in this profile that the effective depth is at least 1 metre 20, and it's possible that the root system actually explores deeper than that because this is a fairly well-drained soil, and it's also quite sandy, so the root system might actually go further. So that's essentially the volume of soil that the root system explores to gain nutrients and also to extract water. In terms of effective depth, some of the highest or the largest effective depths would be beyond 2 metres in some soil profiles in the Burdekin region, very sandy soils. But in some situations, we might only see roots that go down to 40 or 50 centimetres, and that might be a case where there might be a sodic constraint at 40 to 50 centimetres, or there might be a compaction layer or something like or some other constraint like that that prevents the root system from exploring any deeper within the profile. In terms of soil texture, this soil profile has a high proportion of fine sands and silts, and that occurs throughout the soil profile. There isn't a very strong change from the A to B horizon. There's only a gradual change in terms of soil texture. And one of the issues that you might find on the soil with a high proportion of fine sands and silts is that even though it's quite easy to work this soil with implements, it is also probably going to compact quite easily as well. In terms of soil structure, so that's the arrangement of those soil particles. This soil is weakly structured, and if I actually take the shovel and try and dig some of the lower part of the soil profile, you can see how loosely held together that soil is and how easily it falls apart.